Hello everyone, welcome to IPS Guide. So first of all, we wish you a happy new year 2019 and congratulations in advance to all who are going to succeed in 2019. Bank exams so far experienced the various phases of transformation. Let us see what we are going to cover in the Bank Exam Analysis Rewind 2018 Part 1. So we are come with a Part 1 in Quant, as well as we are come with a Part 2 for reasoning and English and GK also. So in the beginning, we are going to cover the detailed analysis and changes made in prelim pattern. Next, the detailed analysis of mains, and we are going to rewind the Quant section 2018 prelim as well as mains exam. Okay, the first and important change made in 2018 as compared to previous year is the change in the timing exam, that is sectional timing were introduced in pre-exam. Alright, from SBI clerk, which was a first major exam conducted in 2018, the composite time of 1 hour is equally divided into 20 minutes each section. That is, for English language, you have to allotted a 20 minutes. After that, the section will be automatically changed. For the reasoning ability, 20 minutes. For the quantity aptitude, 20 minutes. Now let us see the major exam conducted in 2018. And next changes we notice in the sectional cutoff, there were only a overall cutoff for SBI clerk and SBI PO. But in IBPS PO and IBPS clerk, there is both sectional timing as well as sectional cutoff. And no changes made in IBPS RRB exams. It has a composite time of 45 minutes. Alright, now let us see the pattern of mains exam in Quant section. Now look into the Quant section. For SBI clerk exam, number of questions is 50 questions and time duration is fixed, that is 45 minutes. Maximum marks is 50 marks. But for the SBI PO and IBPS PO, this quantitative aptitude is named as data interpretation and analysis. Alright, but for the rest of exam, IBPS RRB PO and IBPS RRB assistant and IBPS clerk, name is quantitative aptitude. But in IBPS RRB PO and RRB assistant, composite time is given, means there is no fixed time duration. But in case of IBPS clerk quantitative aptitude section, fixed time, that is 45 minutes is given and maximum marks is 50 marks. Alright, now let's move toward the reasoning section. Now look into the reasoning section. In SBI clerk, SBI PO and IBPS PO and IBPS clerk, time duration is fixed, that is 45 minutes in SBI clerk, SBI PO 60 minutes and IBPS PO 60 minutes, IBPS clerk 45 minutes. This time duration is fixed. But for IBPS RRB PO and IBPS RRB assistant, composite time is given, means there is no fixed time duration for this section. Alright, so in mains exam, this reasoning section is renamed as reasoning and computer aptitude, means computer aptitude question were asked in mains exam. But in IBPS RRB PO and IBPS RRB assistants, this section named as reasoning ability. Okay, now let's move toward the English section. Now look into the English section. In SBI clerk and IBPS clerk, time duration is fixed, that is 35 minutes and 35 minutes. But for SBI PO and IBPS PO, time duration is 40 and 40 minutes. But in case of IBPS RRB PO and RRB assistant, no fixed time duration. Alright, this is very important section for the selection, friends, and very major changes occur in English section. We will discuss that changes in upcoming videos. Now let's move toward the general awareness section. This section is very important, friends, for the final selection. In SBI clerk and SBI PO, time duration is 35 minutes. In IBPS PO and IBPS clerk, the time duration is 35 minutes. But in IBPS RRB PO and IBPS RRB assistant, composite time is given, means no fixed time duration. Now in IBPS PO and IBPS clerk, the most of the question, 30 to 35 question is from current affair and 5 to 10 question is from banking awareness and 3 to 5 question is from static GK. Okay, but in some PO exam like Canara Bank, Syndicate Bank, Bank of Baroda, this static part question is eliminated. Only current affair and banking awareness is there. And what are the major changes occur in 2018 in general awareness section, we will discuss in upcoming video. Now let's move toward the detailed analysis of quantitative aptitude section. In the year 2018, all the prelim were full of surprise. The pattern of the exam differed from shift to shift and we could not able to predict the number of questions and level of the question. Alright, normally the simplification question, quadratic equation, data interpretation, application sums and number series, but missing number series were asked. But in 2018, the changes are like quantity based question is asked in some slots, data sufficiency question asked in some slots, introduction of Kessler DI, and more surprising thing is number series is asked, but number series asked which comes in mains exam, that is wrong number series is asked. And also friend, number of questions is differ from shift to shift. Likewise in simplification, in morning shift only 10 question is asked, but in evening shift 15 question is asked from simplification. So these are the changes. Now let's move toward the overall analysis of quantity aptitude in SBI as well as in IBPS exam. Now this is the overall analysis of prelim exam in Quants section. So come to the SBI prelim exam. Number of question is 35. Number series question and missing number series asked is like 4 to 5 question is from number series. Simplification and approximation, number of question is 5 to 6. Data interpretation, 10 to 15 question is asked. See, 10 to 15 question from data interpretation. Quadratic question. So in some slots, what I will told you in previous slide is, in some slots some topic is asked, but in some slots it is not asked. So likewise in quadratic question, in morning shift maybe no question is asked from quadratic equation, but in evening shift 5 question is from quadratic equation. So 0 to 5 question is from quadratic equations. Now data sufficiency is introduced. So 4 to 5 question is data sufficiency. Miscellaneous question like application sums from profit and loss, time and distance, from these 10 to 12 question is asked. And also the quantity 1 and quantity 2 based type of question is introduced. So in some slot it is asked, but in some slot it is not asked. So 0 to 5 question is quantity based. Kessler DI is introduced. So in some slots Kessler DI is asked, but in some slot Kessler DI is not asked. So 0 to 5 question means if in some slot if this topic comes, then 5 question will be there. So level of that SBI PO prelim exam is moderate level. Okay. Now in SBI clerk prelim, 35 number of question is there. Number series is must there. See, definitely you will see a number series. Either it is missing or wrong number series. Okay. Simplification question and approximation 5 to 10 question. Data interpretation in SBI clerk 5 to 10 question will be there. In quadratic question, so in some quadratic question topic is asked, so 0 to 5 question. If it is asked, 5 question will be there. Data sufficiency 3 to 5 question is there. See, this topic is from mains level. Okay, so in SBI clerk, if this topic it comes, only 3 question or 5 question will be there. Okay, miscellaneous application sums 5 to 12 question. If quantity type based question comes, then it will be a 3 questions will be there. If Kessler will become, then set of 5 question will be there. So the level of SBI clerk prelim is easy to moderate level in quant section. Okay. Now in IBPS RRB PO prelim exam, number of question is 40. So number series 5 question will be there. Simplification approximation 5 question will be there. Data interpretation 10 to 15 question, means 3 sets of DI will be there. Quadratic question. So in some slots quadratic question will be there. So 0 to 5 question. Data sufficiency 5 question will be there in PO exam. Okay. So it is fixed that data sufficiency question will be asked in PO exam. Miscellaneous question, or you can say application sums 10 to 15 question will be there. Quantity type 0 to 5 question and Kessler 0 to 5 question. So level of this IBPS RRB PO prelim is moderate level. Same for IBPS RRB clerk prelim. Number of question is 40. So number series missing or wrong, it is 5 question. Simplification approximation 10 to 15. So you can see the simplification approximation weightage is 10 to 15 question in clerk exam. Data interpretation either 1 set or 2 set. So 5 question will be there. Quadratic question 0 to 5 question. Data sufficiency 4 to 5 question. Miscellaneous or application sum 10 to 15 question. Quantity type question 0 to 5 question. Kessler DI 0 to 5. So level of the RRB clerk prelim is easy to moderate. Okay. Now in IBPS PO prelim, the same analysis like SBI PO prelim, 35 number of questions, 39 number of questions, and same analysis. And the level of the IBPS PO prelim exam is moderate level. Same case in IBPS clerk prelim, likewise in SBI clerk prelim. 35 number of questions, 35 number of questions, and analysis is same, and the level is easy to moderate. Now let's move toward the prelim analysis of these two topics, that is number series and in simplification. Number series. See, in some slot number series like wrong number series is asked, and in some slot missing number series is asked. So in number series there's no changes like in pattern. In some pattern like multiplied by 1 plus 1, multiplied by 2 plus 2, or you can say that multiplied by 0.5, multiplied by 1.5. There's fixed pattern. Okay. In simplification, in approximation, in PO exam, PO prelim exam, there's no set of question of simplification is asked. And in some slot only 5 question is asked for approximation. Okay, so there is not much changes occur in these two topics. Now let's move toward the another part, that is DI part. Now come to the data interpretation. So these are the types of data interpretation mostly asked in prelim exam, that is bar graph, table DI, line graph, pie chart and mixed DI. See, normally nowadays the changes is the data interpretation comes very time consuming. Now out of 5 questions you can easily secure 3 to 4 questions. One question is very time consuming. Okay, now let's see the example of bar graph. See, this is a bar graph DI. So in this bar graph, how the question is framed is the question is asked from percentage, ratio, average and the difference of percentage. So in this question may be asked that what is the total number of laptop in lab A and lab B, or you can say what is the total what is the difference of total number of desktop in lab A and lab B, and as well as difference of lab B and lab C, something like that. Okay, now let's move toward the next DI, that is table DI. In table DI, see, this is missing DI. You can say the table DI but missing DI. So ratios type of question may be asked in this type of DI. Now let's move toward the another, that mixed DI. This is called mixed DI, that a line graph plus table DI. Okay, such type of question is seen. Now let's move toward the prelim analysis of quadratic equation as well as quantity based and data sufficiency questions. Now in some slots of prelim exam, quantity based type of question is asked, and if it is not asked, then data sufficiency question is asked from 5 sets of question is asked. But the level of these two topics, quantity based and data sufficiency, is very low, friends. You can see here that quantity 1 is, you have to calculate only the quantity 1 and quantity 2 value directly is given. So just you need to compare and pick the answer. Okay, the level of the question is very low. Now come to this here. There is a simple question and you have to calculate the Meena share and Rajesh share. So the level is very low. So this topic is of mains level, but the level of the question asked by IBPS or SBI is very low. The same case in data sufficiency case also. So in data sufficiency only 2 statement is asked, but in mains exam 3 statement you will get 3 statement, and the question level is very high. But in the prelim exam the level of the question is very low. Now let's move toward the prelim analysis of these two topics, Caselet and application sums. See, in some slots of prelim exam you will get the Caselet, but the level of the Caselet is very easy. Percentage question is asked only. Percentage table based or that Venn diagram based Venn diagram is asked. So the level of the questions is very low. Likewise in application sums also. Now let's move toward the mains level of quant section. Alright, so in number series in SBI PO mains exam no question is asked. See, in IBPS RRB PO mains 40 number of question, but no question is asked from number series. Likewise in IBPS PO mains to 35 number of question will be there, but number series 3 question is asked, but the level of the number series is totally different. I will discuss in next slide. Okay, SBI clerk prelim number of question is 50 and the number series question is asked is 50. In IBPS RRB assistant mains number of question is 40, but number series question is not asked. So simplification approximation no question is asked, no question is asked, no question is asked in IBPS PO. In SBI clerk mains 5 question is asked. In IBPS RRB assistant no question is asked. So data interpretation, so this is a very important topic. Then definitely SBI PO mains exam 10 question is there. IBPS RRB PO mains 15 question, 13 question in PO mains. In SBI clerk mains 20 to 24 weightage is there. See the weightage of data interpretation in SBI clerk mains exam. IBPS RRB assistant 15 question will be there. So in quadratic question no question is asked in SBI PO mains. Why no question is asked? Because in SBI PO mains I already told that the quant section is renamed as data interpretation and analysis. Okay, that is why. So in quadratic question from IBPS RRB PO mains 5 question is asked, no question is asked in IBPS PO mains. Why? Because of same reason, data interpretation and analysis is changed. Okay, so in quadratic SBI clerk mains 5 question is asked, no question is asked in IBPS RRB assistant. Likewise in data sufficiency 5 question is asked, 5 question is asked, 5 question is asked in IBPS PO mains, 3 question is asked in SBI clerk mains, and IBPS RRB assistants 5 question is asked in miscellaneous question, or you can say application sums like different topics like profit and loss, time and distance, time and work, boats and streams. Likewise, okay, no question is asked from these topics. Okay, Now IBPS RRB PO mains 10 question is asked from miscellaneous topics, 5 question is asked in IBPS PO mains, and SBI clerk mains 10 to 15 question is asked from such topics. Okay, so in IBPS RRB assistant 15 question will be asked. So quantity type question 5 question is asked. No question is asked in IBPS RRB PO mains. 4 question is asked in IBPS PO mains. 5 question is asked in clerk mains, SBI clerk mains. Caslet DI type of question, which is very important type of question. So 15 question is asked in SBI PO mains exam, and the level is difficult level. You can see the mains exam is definitely in all the level, either it is IBPS or SBI. The level is difficult, moderate to difficult. SBI clerk mains, IBPS RRB assistant, moderate to difficult. Okay, now let's move toward the analysis of quant section in these two topics, number series and in simplification in approximation. Okay, now in number series the pattern is changed in IBPS PO mains 2018. The pattern is two parallel row. See, in row 1, in row 2, you have to crack the logic of in row 1, and the same logic will be applied in row 2. Likewise, in row 1, if you multiply by 2 plus 1, you will get 3. If you multiply by 3 plus 1, you will get 10. If you multiply by 4 plus 1, you will get 41. So you crack the logic. So the same pattern, same logic that multiplied by 2 plus 1 will be applied here, and you have to calculate the value of this question mark. Okay, now in question 2, you have to crack the logic how you from 4 to become 2, 2 to become 3, and the same logic will be applied in row 2. Now in row 2, he is asking if 39.37 is a nth term, then find the value of n. So what is the nth terms? Suppose in between from 6 to 39.37 there is 3 terms will be there. Okay, according to the logic of statement 1. Now three number will be there. So this 39.37 will be 4th term. So my answer will be 4. I am not saying that my answer is 4, but I am saying the example. Okay, now let's come to the analysis of data interpretation. In data interpretation, table based DI, this is your table based DI, but this is not normal table based DI. This is a chapter based DI. And what chapter? Profit and loss chapter. This question is asked in IBPS PO mains 2018. See, the question how they frame is very difficult question and very time consuming. Okay, now let's move toward the another table DI. You can see the table DI. This question is RRB PO mains 2018. The frame of the question is very time consuming and very time taking, and this is a missing DI. Missing DI also, table based plus missing DI. Now come toward the line graph. This is a question of IBPS PO mains 2018. You can see that this question line graph is combined with data sufficiency. What is the monthly income of A in the month of November? Statement 1 and statement 2. So DI is combined with data sufficiency. This is the level of the mains level exam. Okay, now come toward the analysis of these two topics, that is quadratic equation and data sufficiency. Okay, quadratic equation and data sufficiency. So the question from quadratic equation is only asked in RRB PO mains as well as SBI clerk mains. Okay, but the question from data sufficiency is asked in IBPS PO mains 2018. See, the level how the IBPS increase the level of data sufficiency in mains is by giving the 3 statement. You have to solve this question according to these 3 statements and arrive toward the answer. Okay, now let's move toward the analysis of quantity based type of question. See, you have to find out the value of Z, quantity 1 and quantity 2. But the chapter that quantity based is mensuration chapter, and you have to calculate the value. See, in quantity 1 and quantity 2, you have to calculate the value, but the chapter is mensuration. So the level is very difficult. This question is asked in SBI PO 2018. If you are very clear in mensuration chapter basics, you know each and every formula, you can easily solve this type of question. Now let's see this type of quantity based question, that in prelim exam only quantity 1, quantity 2. But in mains exam, what they do is quantity 1, quantity 2 and quantity 3. You have to calculate all these 3 quantity and you have to place all the value in quantity 1, quantity 2 and quantity 3 and compare all these 3 quantity, and according to that you have to take the correct answer. Now let's see this Caslet DI. See, bag 1 contained. So this is a probability chapter. This is a probability based chapter, Caslet DI. This question is asked in SBI PO 2018. So you can see that question is you can see this question. Okay, and the level of the question is very difficult in mains exam. Now this Kessler DI is asked in IBPS PO Mains 2018, which is very new pattern type, close based Kessler DI. Here question were based on various application topic like boats and steam, time and distance. So the combination of various application topics. Okay. See, in application sum, how the pattern is changed in application sums. See, in a mixture 200 liter of milk and 40 liter of water, blank liter of mixture is drawn and dash blank of pure water is added. So you have to calculate the value of these two blanks. Okay. So how you can approach such type of questions? You can solve such type of question by using option method. Alright. Now let's see this application question. Viraj travel S plus 10 km per hour. From statement, see, from the statement given in the above question, which of the following can be determined? You can see that from statement A, B, C, D, 4 statement will be there. So these are the application sums based on the data sufficiency, DS, data sufficiency. Okay. So this question is asked in IBPS PO. So such type of question is expected in upcoming 2019 exam. Okay. So in upcoming video, we will come with a same analysis of reasoning section. Till that, friends, stay tuned with us and please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Till that, thank you for watching and have a nice day.